Right. Hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys. I don't see, I want to do today's video, guys, but I just don't feel Celtic enough. Like, look, I'm just wearing a black t-shirt. Like, this doesn't, well, I don't know what we can do about it. Maybe if I just, there we go. Look at that. That's a lot better, I think, in my eyes, with the new, with last season's Celtic top. Finally arrived today. I've got my last name McGovern on the back and my favourite number 21, so that's pretty cool. But today, anyways, we are talking about Jordan Larsson, of course, and also with pre-season underway, there is a bit to unpack from the boys' first training session of the new season. But before we go any further, if you guys are enjoying the off-season content and you want to help support the channel, the best way to do so is to click that like button, click that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I've got to say, before we go into the Jordan Larsson news, I also did get, what else did I get? I did order a couple of other things from the Celtics, so I got a nice bracelet from there. I got the bucket hat, the new Champions 2021 bucket hat, 2022 bucket hat. I got my dad a mug. I got a new flag as well, but that actually hasn't been dispatched yet. That isn't till mid-July that I won't receive that till. So we've got to stick with the tricolours for now, but that new flag is on the way, but still, most happy about the top. It looks great. It fits great. And I got my name on the back. How good. Anyways, Jordan Larsson. Wow, if there was ever a better time to sign him, it would be right now. For every single transfer window in the last, 3 years, 4 years, I'd say Celtic have been linked with Jordan, right? And there's always been a reason why not to sign him. He's not good enough. Celtic don't need him. He's worth too much. He's outside of our transfer budget. He would never come to Celtic. But now the stars are lighting up, and this could be our best ever opportunity to bring the son of the King of Kings, Henrik Larsson, to the club. Now, if you're unaware of why, well, it was confirmed today by Fabrizio Romano on Twitter that Swedish striker Jordan Larsson is set to leave Spartak Moscow as contract has been terminated in the last few hours. #transfers. Larsson has already received some approaches as it's an opportunity now on free transfer. A free agent. Let me let that sink in for a second. A free agent. So that 100% already eliminates any potential chance of a transfer fee. 24 years old, and he has the capability to play through the middle at striker or also on the right wing. And Ange has made no secret of his intention to bring Larsson to the club. Let me rephrase. He's made of his intention to bring another striker to the club. And why not bring in someone with the versatility of a striker and a winger? But most importantly, from Jordan's perspective, he'd want to come to Celtic. How do we know this? Well, back in 2020, he literally said in an interview, it is his dream move to come to Celtic, right? And this may be what the Daily Record meant by Celtic are already well down the line and looking at a potential striker, right? But that is a stretch, right? I can accept that I am even stretching a lot right there to make that link. And this is not a stretch, what I'm about to say, right? And this could be our best ever opportunity to sign him. Firstly, there are no doubts about his quality, right? He is a very, very talented striker. Obviously not on his dad's level, but he is still class, right? A free transfer. How can you complain about a free transfer? Yet again, it suits us massively with him valued at around 8 million euros on transfer market. That's £8 million or, like 7.5 million pounds would be saving. But then also, right, his wages, he's gonna cost a lot. He won't be cheap by any means. He won't come and play for nothing, but it's not going to be as severe as, let's say, bringing someone like Aaron Ramsey to a Scottish club. So I had to put that dig in there. Anyways, but why wouldn't he want to join Celtic? Obviously I can understand there's top five leagues, teams in those top 5 leagues who would be interested in him. That's understandable. But if it is his dream move, as he said, now we can offer him guaranteed Champions League football straight away, right? That is a given, and that is a massive pull for any player. Now, what else can we offer him? Guaranteed trophies. That's another must. And he can play for his... he can play for his dad. He can play for his dad's team. That's incredible, right? I'm sure that's something he's wanted to do ever since he was a young lad, ever since he came to Celtic Park with his dad in a little Celtic kit. You remember? But look, this whole segment has been opinion-based, but from my perspective, and if the club want to move forward, right? If we want to improve as a team, we need to be bringing in better and better players. We can't be maintaining the level we have right now. We need to be bringing in better players. And Jordan Larsson, adding him to our forward ranks would do just that, right? It means we'd have, firstly, the availability of Kyogo, Giakoumakis, and Jordan up as our strikers, right? And then on the wing, we have Jota, Abada, Dyson Maeda, Jordan Larsson, Forrest, dare I say Mikey Johnston, right? All available wingers. It's about improving what we have and not maintaining the level we're at, because sure, we're still in a rebuild, but we're at that point now in the rebuild where we just want to improve the squad. You know, there's no point maintaining what we have. We need to improve and keep getting better and better. But still, the only issue I can see in this whole deal is that Giakoumakis already has the number 7, but still, Celtic, make it happen. Best opportunity I think we'll ever get to bring Jordan Larsson to the club. Now, onto pre-season training. Yep, pre-season has already commenced for some of the boys. Most notably, the B team players who did not feature on international duty. Also, first team players who did not feature on international duty. Also, a lot of returning faces we haven't seen in a Celtic kit in a while. Liam Shaw, Asaze Urigide, Ross Doohan, to name a few. But with the beginning of a new season comes a fresh face, right? A fresh slate. Ross Doohan, however, I think is a certainty to leave the club. I think that's just how it goes right now. There were 5 goalkeepers in pre-season training. Joe Hart, Ben Siegrist making his first appearance. Scott Bain, Toby Oluwayemi, and Ross Doohan himself. I think he's a given to go. As for Asaze and Shaw, well, they've both now got an opportunity, right, to impress and show them that their loan deals were valuable and that they've come back better players. For me, I can't say that I see a future for both of them at Celtic, for either of them by that, but anything is possible. We saw that with Tony Ralston, albeit he had a different situation. We just know that football works in a funny way, and you can never say anything is impossible, right? But there were also a lot of players in the starting 11 who were back for day one. Joe Hart, Reo Hatate, and also Harry Kewell was in action. That was pretty cool to see. Obviously, not as a player. Could have done with him, Imagine like a prime Harry Kewell right now playing for this Celtic team. That'd be crazy. But still, he was putting some of the lads through the drills. First day as assistant coach. And our newest keeper, like I said earlier, was Ben Siegrist was there. But the most important part, I believe, in these early days of preseason is seeing all the B team players train with the first team. Bosun Law, Ben Summers, Toby Oluwayemi, Dane Murray. And I think it's going to be a massive season for the youngsters, especially those standouts in the B team and Tommy McIntyre's squad who are pushing for a spot in the first team. But it's also going to be a massive, massive season for those wanting to solidify their spots in the starting, in the first team, right? So you've got like players, Yasuki Itaguchi, Mikey Johnston, James McCarthy, Jamesy Forrest, all there from day one. They were all there, all captured, right? But all of whom are, like I said, going to be pushing for that solidity and for a place in the team. Because this team, in the space of a year, right, has gone from a skin and bones wee lad to a Mr. Olympia roided up bodybuilder. That is a terrible, terrible analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's an incredible transformation. And there's still room for improvement, don't get me wrong. We've got 2 months of the transfer window left, but also room to see off some dead weight. And those 4 that I just mentioned, especially Mikey Johnston, I need to make it very clear, especially Mikey Johnston, we'll be hoping that they aren't part of the dead weight, because you've got James McCarthy, he's on a long deal, he's still here for another 4 years. You've got Yasuki Itaguchi, it's as if he's a new signing, right? It's as if he's just came in now, he's getting his first opportunity right now. And then Jamesy Forrest, a veteran, he's just... I still think has a lot of talent to give and offer, but right now he's down in the pecking order. He's far, far down, and I think we all Celtic fans can accept that. But still, it's great to see Celtic back with the ball at their feet, even if it is only pre-season trading, even if we're not even wearing our new home kit, which still hasn't been released, by the way. I've seen the leaks. It looks like shit, but still is what it is. But it's great to see the boys playing football. It's great to see Ange doing what he does best and bring on preseason. Our first game as confirmed by the club, will be the 6th of July. That is only 8 days away. So it's come up very, very quick, and it's against SC Wiener Victoria. Typical Austrian club named after sausages. You can't beat those European teams, those Middle European teams, you're right. They love their meat. That sounds terrible, but I'm gonna end the video there because I'm not gonna dig myself into another hole. But that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below your thoughts on the Jordan Larsson situation. Do you want to see him come to Celtic? By no means, also remember that I was not saying that he's linked to Celtic. I slipped up once, I did say that, but he isn't linked to Celtic. It's just an opinion based. But do you want to see him here? Do you not really care? But until next time, hail, hail.